Hello. I forgot Saturday. So let me just give you a quick thing. Sorry, my computer's glaring on my face. But let me just quickly go over Saturday real quick with you as far as closing goes. And I am going to tweak my little thing so you should be able to see it. If I don't get it on the training, I'll get it, or on the staff meeting, I'll get it to you. So basically, you guys know how Saturdays work. Hang on, let me switch to my other hand. You know how Saturdays work. So you're going to carry on like normal through about 12-ish. I think about 12 is when you start cleaning up that back room, which is fine. And then at 1 o'clock, well, you have 4 people there on Saturdays. You have a cashier, a slicer, and a green dot person. So about 1 o'clock, either one of the slicers or the green dot person obviously is going to write down the stats, the baking stats in Kathy's book, and then do the 50% off stickers. And then about 1:45, if one of you, one of the slicers or the green dot person, can remember to go over and set the ice cream on wash, you're going to be thankful. So it'll still work fine. It'll still dispense. And people are still going to get ice cream for the rest of the day. I don't think it's going to get too liquid. It might start getting softer, but you're starting it already a little bit ahead of time. If it gets too soft, then okay, 150, but you can kind of tweak that. So at 2 o'clock, when 2 o'clock rolls around, up until then, the slicer has been full out opened. The cashier of the store is full out open. There is not that little lull typically. So about 2 o'clock, the cashier is going to finish off her remaining transactions. Anybody still in the store, sometimes it takes 10 or 15 minutes. And then she's going to go straight to restocking. I think this is how you do it already. At 2 o'clock then, I want both slicers to just try this and see how it works. Now remember, you already set the ice cream machine on wash at 1:45. So for 15 minutes, both slicers should work together cleaning up the slicing area. So one of you can go straight into the water and you can start washing the removable parts of the slicer while the other person is there cleaning up in the actual slicing area. So at about 2:15-ish, and simultaneously at 2, the green dot person, if you could go straight to putting away the salad bar and taking the dishes over, even if you just sit them there, that's fine. So about 2:15-ish, then obviously one of the slicers is going to carry on and continue cleaning the slicer. The other slicer, whichever one of you it is, the one that's cleaning the ice cream machine, will go over to the ice cream machine. So what happens is if you set it on wash at 1:45, you're going to let it melt for 30 minutes before you start trying to do anything with it. I think you're going to find that you're faster if you do it this way. So the slicer's cleaning about 2:15-ish, but by 2:15, see, when you do it this way, the one slicer has already washed all your slicer parts. So you're just finished wiping up and cleaning out. You're doing the garbage. You're doing the floors. None of that should be done before 2 o'clock. Matter of fact, none of that should be done. Floors, again, the same as any other time. Floors and trash do not get done until slicing area is completely done and sprayed down. And you do need to mop on Saturdays. Let the green dot person 2:15-ish mark down and move the bakery items, and then remember the green dot person was supposed to be able to leave at 2:30. That's a 6-hour shift from them. They come at 8:30, they leave at 2:30. So they don't need to take a lunch, they don't need to do any of that. So they're supposed to be leaving. So really about all they're going to do is close up the salad bar and mark down the bakery things. The reason they can leave is there's still plenty of y'all that nobody's going to be left alone. All right, so then whenever that's finished, about 2:30-ish, obviously, I'm assuming by then the cashier is going to be able to go around and gather all the garbages and everything. But if you look kind of at what's happening, the ice cream person is working on the machine. With that extra help, the first slicer is going to have plenty. They're going to be done cleaning the slicing area, and you're going to be able to jump in and start washing dishes. So you can start with the salad bar dishes. You can start with whatever ice cream dishes are available, ice cream machine dishes are available, and you guys can all pitch into that point. If it was me, I would leave shutting down the register to the very last thing. We are having a lot of suspended sales left, so just allow people to pay those if you don't mind. That would be great. And then So to me, everybody gathered around paying for their things, shutting down the register, putting the money back, all that can be done right on your way out. Slicers, everybody kind of together, you can be responsible for then after you get stuff washed, finished, sweeping up around the toppings at the ice cream bar, making sure the lights are off in the coolers, all those types of things. So it's not really a right or wrong. The way you're doing it isn't wrong. I just think that this might be a little bit more of a kind of a streamlined way to do it. And I think that you're going to find that your time is used more efficiently. So basically, the biggest change is salad bar person. I'm not salad bar person. Slicer that's going to clean the ice cream machine. Somebody get that ice cream machine turned on wash about 1:45, and then don't go to the ice cream machine until about 2:15. Use that first 15 minutes to help clean up the slicing area. So if you think about it as the slicer, think how quickly it goes if your opening bucket, the bucket we open the meat in, your cutting boards, your slicer arm, your slicer cover, if all that is washed for you while you're wiping, that's going to go screaming fast. And then ice cream machine cleaner, think about how much faster it'll go if the ice cream's basically liquid when you get over there to begin with. So I don't think we've been saving any to sell, which is fine because we're basically having the same flavors every week. So at this point then, the sooner we get it back to liquid, the better it'll be as far as cleanup is concerned. Remember, on a Saturday, if you came in at 9 o'clock, your 6-hour shift that we're assuming you could work is not even over till 3. So you do not have to stay until 3, but Saturday, as much as any, you guys need to be careful. Double check that closing checklist. Make sure that things aren't left dripping. Make sure that things aren't left on or off. Like if a cooler doesn't feel cool, make sure you're taking the extra time to check all that because the stakes are a little bit higher on a Saturday. And so hopefully that's clear. It's just a bit of guidance because I know there's a lot of different, kind of each crew does it differently, but I think if you guys start to think that way, and if you're the green dot person, you might want to even set an alarm on your phone to go off at 1:45 to remind you to go over there and set that thing on wash. Don't put it on standby, put it on wash, and that will allow people to still dispense because the thing is still turning, which will still push the ice cream out. All right, let me know if you have any questions, but sorry I forgot that till now. Thank you. Bye.